Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Kingdoms. And in today's episode, we are starting out here in Anona, our farming village, and that's because one of you sent me a banner design on Twitter. This was sent to me by someone by the name of Timelight02, and I really like the banner design. So this is going to be the banner for Anona, and this is what it looks like. I think it's gorgeous. So we need to figure out where we're actually going to put these guys. I'm thinking maybe we can't actually like put one right in this square, which is where I'd really like to have it. I think we'll maybe hang one up in the barn, like right here. I think that's a good place for one. And then maybe we'll put one like up there and up here. Just a couple of those. And as I get more light blue wool, I can make more of them. And we can continue to make use of them. So, yeah, very cool banner design. And I think it really fits the farming village. So, definitely a cool thing. So, what I want to do in today's episode is I want to work on our Ravine village a bit more. Oh, I hit the tree. That was noobish. Really? I hit the tree again? You know what? I'm just going to walk it. I'm just going to run over there on foot. I want to work a little bit more on our Ravine village today, and I want to start getting some of the buildings in place. I don't know if we'll get... we'll see how far we get. I want to get at least one done, maybe two. Let's just kind of ender pearl down here. There we go. So we've got kind of our little starter builders area hut thing. A lot of you have said we should use doors, and I don't know. I kind of like the open cave sort of feel without the doors. I'm not going to rule it out entirely, but for now, I know I definitely don't want doors on this. I don't think they would really make a whole lot of sense in this particular space, although I suppose I could recess it a little bit. Just out of curiosity. Let's see here. I've got spruce in here. Let's just make some spruce doors real quick, and let's just see. If we do that, how does this look? Yeah, I think I definitely like it better open. Just me. Who knows? Maybe some of the other doors in the village, or maybe some of the other buildings in the village will end up with doors. But I don't think this one is going to. So, as I said, what I want to work on in today's village is I want to start working on some of these little other buildings, I guess is what we'll call them. I don't know if I necessarily consider them buildings, but that's what we're going to think about them as. And I think we'll start like right here and go up like that. And then we'll fall a little bit. Of course we will. There we go. I don't have any... Do I have ender pearls? I've got more in my ender chest. I'm sure I do. So we'll do a log there, and then let's do a log here, I think. And we'll build one up right there. We'll put this here. And then this guy will kind of go back this way. Let's see how that looks from over here. Not too bad, actually. I think that works relatively well. I'm going to bring that one in a little bit. And I think I want to turn that guy so it faces up. But I think I'm pretty good with that. Okay, so now we need to clear out an actual area here for this building. And this is, once again, much like the other one, not going to be a very big building. I don't think any of the buildings in this village are going to be very large. They're all going to be relatively small, one, maybe two rooms. Depending on their purpose, of course. We might have like a large central warehouse or something that's a bit bigger. But for the most part, I think they're all going to be relatively small and fairly simple. So let's just get rid of that dirt. Ultimately, all this granite, which is what this looks like in my texture pack, is going to have to be gotten rid of and replaced with stone. And then we'll have to mix some detail and stuff like that into it as well. But we'll get a space cleared out. I think I want this to come back a little bit as well. Maybe like so. What do we think of this shape? It's okay. Let's grab some smooth stone here. And I'm going to need more. I should probably make a trip to my my mining area and actually just get some smooth stone. But whatever. Let's see. Let's tear all of this up as well so we can just get kind of an idea. It's kind of hard to get an idea of the shape when you've got all these different materials kind of spread all over the place. There we go. Okay. Now I'll put a torch in here. And I think that seems pretty good. Let's maybe do something like that. Need to get the granite out of the ceiling. And clear these guys out as well. Okay. Yeah, I think this shape will work. It's relatively small, relatively simple, but I think this will fit our needs. And I think this one's just going to be like another little house, basically. Let's get this andesite replaced as well. Oop, and I missed one right here. There we go. So we'll have maybe something kind of like this. Yeah, I think that works. I think that works. Okay, so now the next step is to figure out... Okay, just kind of looking at this style, we've got a few of these fences, we've got some slabs, some of that kind of stuff spread around, so let's grab some spruce slabs, let's grab some spruce fences, let's put away the granite, dirt. Actually, I am going to want some of the dirt, I think, and let's grab some coarse dirt too. Put andesite in here. I should keep... Actually, let's take 2 things of smooth stone just in case. And then let's grab some of these other blocks as well. And then I think that'll be enough, honestly. Yeah, that should be. That should give us what we need to kind of deck this place out a little bit. Okay, so I'm thinking log. I think we're going to put an oak log right here in this corner. And maybe another one right here in that corner. And then we'll put that like so. So we've got kind of in the corners here these oak logs that seem to be kind of holding everything up. We'll maybe put some spruce slabs here, there, maybe a fence here, fence up there, fence, and maybe a slab here. Just kind of to add a little bit to this area, which I think looks okay. This can maybe be some sort of a fence or like a shelf. I kind of like that. And then we need to kind of come in here and do some interesting things to the floor. So let's just grab some dirt. Put that in. Then we'll mix in some cobble. Like so. That seems good. I want to mix some of that into the walls as well. That should be good. Yes, okay. And maybe one here as well. There we go. Then I'll maybe put a cobblestone wall here. This is just to add... Ooh, we got iron hiding back there. Let's just block that off. I don't really need the iron. I've got a lot of iron just kind of in the world right now that's not really being used anyway, so I'm not super concerned about just leaving the iron hidden behind things. It's kind of whatever at this point. Let's maybe do that. Maybe we put a slab here. Maybe one here and here. And maybe then like one like this. I think that's pretty good. I think that's good. Okay. I also want to mix in a little bit of gravel, just because, gravel itself, I really don't consider gravel in Minecraft to actually be gravel. I think of it more as just kind of like a more broken down cobblestone. So we'll just kind of mix a little bit of that into the floors. This is way too pristine over here. Maybe one like here and here. There we go. And then that can be gravel, and maybe we put a gravel like over there. How's that look? I think that's pretty good. In fact, I think I quite like the... Oh. That was something I hadn't thought of. Oops. All right. So we're not going to put gravel there. We'll put a regular stone there instead. Spruce fence, and then I'm going to put a torch like that, and that'll be kind of our primary light source. Now over here, I want to have torches again, but I can't really put it right here because you wouldn't be able to get through. So maybe we'll put a torch on this post like that. And then I think that will work. And that should keep this all lit up at least enough. I think that'd be fine. Okay, so we've got kind of a little area over here. Now, what we're actually going to use this space for, that I don't know. I haven't decided that, and I haven't really thought about that a whole lot. We'll maybe just add in a couple of these fences. Maybe, I'm trying to think where we could put one up here. Maybe we do that. Maybe one here. I don't know. I'm just kind of adding random stuff at this point. But this can be some sort of a home or a cave or something. So we'll have some sort of something over there. And then over here, I want to do something very similar. Let's put a torch right here. Let's get rid of this guy. And let me clear out some space over here. I'll be right back with you. All right, guys. I am back. Something I didn't know is that there's a pool of water right here. And it pretty much drains directly into this cave. So, yeah. Little bit of an issue. Not a huge issue, but a little bit of one. We can get rid of some of this and make it work. Oh, that reminds me. A lot of you have suggested that in some of the caves that I do in this world, I should take water blocks and put them directly above the ceiling so you get like a water effect kind of dripping down. I think that's an awesome idea. And I need to remember to do that in some of these caves because I think that'll look really cool. Let's see. So, I think I'm going to come back to this one actually just because the water up there is going to mess with some things. What I'll probably have to do is actually fill in that pond to give me the space and stuff that I need to make this work. And that's fine. That's perfectly okay. All right, so we've got another cave over here. This looks all right. We need to kind of come up with a purpose for some of these different areas. So let's go, and actually let's make a stack's worth of furnaces. Maybe we'll say this room over here is some sort of like a forge type rooms. We've got, furnaces kind of spread throughout everything. Maybe we get rid of that one and put it here instead. So you can come in and this is an area where things get forged or something. That looks kind of trash. Let's try this instead. What do we think of that? That's not horrible. Could maybe do this. This I don't like though. I like the spruce on top. I don't like the way that this looks with the, yeah. There needs to be a light source here of some sort. I suppose what we could do is move this guy down. And then put the torch right there. And I think that would still keep everything lit the way we need. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not too bad at all. I think that'll do. Let's put maybe a cobblestone slab here. And maybe here? No, not there. I think maybe we'll end up putting like a chest right here or something like that. That could be. Or what if we were to just extend that over? Nah, not really a fan. But we've got a little bit of a furnace room here, which I think is good. And that way, if we need to smelt anything, we can come over and actually do some smelting. Then down here, since I know I'm not going to run into a random hidden lake, we can have some other stuff too. This ravine still needs to be cleaned up a bit. Some of these pillars look pretty bad. Specifically this. I think what I'll have to do is probably kind of make these vary in height a bit, because just having this line here looks pretty terrible. But we'll get there. We'll deal with that kind of as we go. I'm just kind of, we'll clean it up as we go, as needed. Shouldn't be a big deal. Also, still taking suggestions for names. Right now, I'm leaning towards Gobbleglin, but I still haven't decided that that's actually what we're going to name this village. So if you have a suggestion, by all means. I don't know that I necessarily want to do anything else in Latin for this village, just because two of our 3 towns right now are named something in Latin, and I don't want to have that many village names all from the same language. I love Latin, don't get me wrong. It's a cool language. But at the same time, I think we can probably be more creative than just finding a Latin word for something and naming it that. So, knowing what you know of the village, if you have a suggestion for a cool village name, please, by all means, throw it in the comments, and I will, I'll take it under advisement. We'll see what we can come up with. I think together we can probably come up with something much cooler than, who knows? We'll see. Let's see. So we'll have some space here. I still don't know what this space is going to be used for. We've got kind of a furnace room over here. This can be like a little house. In fact, we're going to need a few different of these. We're going to need a few different houses in this area. So maybe this will be another house as well. And this isn't a terrible shape. I think we'll kind of peel that back a little bit to make it a bit more interesting. And maybe we'll do something similar over here as well. How's that look? Yeah, it definitely has a cave feel to it, and that's really what I want for these homes. Is I want them to kind of feel like that they were caves that were basically just kind of occupied, shall we say, rather than these were houses that were built out of very sturdy materials or anything like that. I don't want that feeling. I want this to feel much more like something that was just kind of I don't even know how to, I really don't know how to explain it. I want it to feel like the people that live here decided this is where we're going to live. And rather than building homes, they just kind of went with the land and said, okay, well, these caves, we can make these work. And then over time, as, time went on, maybe the caves started to collapse a little bit, maybe, erosion happened, who knows, and maybe they added some of these wooden supports and said, okay, well, our cave is kind of falling apart. Let's fix this up a little bit, stuff like that. So that's kind of the feel I want to go for here. I don't really want this to I don't want it to feel like there was a lot of building per se that was done by the people that live in this town. Maybe we do that. And then here we'll do something like this and put fences like there again, kind of like we did for that door. I do like this door. I think this is kind of a cool door design. We'll put a torch there for some lighting. How's that look? That doesn't look bad. I think that'll work. I think that'll work, and I think that'll work pretty well, in fact. However, I don't know what I actually want to put in this house, so yeah. Once we come up with an idea for that, it's much easier to do an interior when you have kind of a purpose in mind, if that makes sense. You think, and a purpose doesn't necessarily have to be a practical purpose. It doesn't necessarily have to be like, this is where I'm going to smelt my stuff, or this is where I'm going to store my stuff, or anything like that. It can be a purpose like, the person who lives here is a fill in the blank, a blacksmith, a farmer, a hunter, a miner, a whatever. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be anything that necessarily serves a purpose for you as the player, but it gives direction to what you ultimately decide to do for interior choices and things of that nature, if that makes sense. It helps kind of guide what you decide to do for details and to fill space and, all that kind of stuff. So I think it would be very good to have a purpose for a lot of this stuff before we really get into, doing a lot with these interiors and making them all kind of come to life. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of... Oh, that's the hallway. Well, actually, you know what? That's okay. That's fine. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do kind of the same decorative sort of thing that we did with the other cave, but I'm not going to fill the space in either of these homes, and I want you guys to suggest what should go in these homes and what purpose they should serve, who lives there, what kind of people they are, what they do to kind of support themselves and their families if they have families, and kind of bear in mind that the people that live in this village are not wealthy. They're not the kinds of people who can spend a whole lot of time, doing different things. There's not a wide range of professions here. There's not, armorers and tinkers and, all sorts of different stuff like that. The people that live here are barely managing to survive, is what I'm kind of envisioning for this area. Let's see. I want to get some of these wooden posts in place in here. I think we'll put one there, and then maybe one right here, like that. And those kind of keep this place standing upright, if you will. This is kind of the support structure. And then maybe we bring those kind of across like that. Here, maybe, even. And then up here, I think we'll leave that one alone. I think we will. Okay, and then I want to get some gravel into the floor and walls as well, so let's grab... Where's our gravel? Here we go. Do something along those lines. This is going to get cleaned up a bit more, I think. Just because it's not amazingly awesome looking right now. We can do some other stuff here. Maybe we'll bring those up a little bit and add a little bit more depth to the ceiling. Here maybe we'll put a gravel. Here maybe here we put a slab like that. That doesn't necessarily look terrible. And I'll do more with this once we figure out what we're actually going to do with this space. Oh, we definitely need some sort of light over here, for sure. Maybe here we put a torch. How's that work light-wise? Not bad. And then maybe one more right here. Oh, come on, get up there. There we go. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I think that pretty much gets those 2 buildings. I'm not going to say completed because we haven't finished the space. And then, obviously, this one over here, we used it for furnace space, but I'm certainly open to changing it. I do think I'm going to go ahead and call this one done, though, guys, because I am out of time for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.